mistake at the beginning of this broadcast, and I pressed the wrong button on my program. Yeah, and I just recorded myself without live streaming like I wanted. I thought I was live streaming, but I forgot to check, and the stream was offline. And only now I start to stream from the middle of the tournament, and yeah, I'm in the middle of the game. I'm playing a tournament of King of the Hill. I'll explain more in a few seconds. Okay, let's grab this guy. So before saying anything else, you'll be able to see the beginning of the event. I'll just what's the word? Combine the two videos together. I have the original video that I recorded until this point on my computer, and I will combine it with the version that you are observing now. And I guess in a day or two, everyone will be able to see the entire stream, almost as if there is no mistake going on, and except everything I mentioned now. So let me just quickly say things again in case you're watching it live. So I'm playing a tournament of a game called King of the Hill. It's a chess variant, and everything is the same, like in regular chess. You can see the rules in my description. I wrote it for you to see. It's just like regular chess with the additional rule that if at any point of the game one of the kings is touching one of the central squares, then you automatically win the entire game. So it adds a lot of spice, because normally you want to have your king in the corner safe, but as you can see by my opponent's choice of moves, he tried to bring his king to the center to touch one of the four squares to get an immediate win, which failed in this case. Now that I think about it, I should have gone berserk and maybe get an extra point for his efforts to win quickly. So I hope you understand the rules. It's not that complicated. And yeah, I'm currently number 3 in the event with 24 points. And I have the flame on my side. Every game I win grants me extra 4 points. You see, I have 28 points, and I'm ranked number 2 at the moment. So I feel quite confident, because bringing the king to the center early is not a very advised strategy as far as I can tell. So I can exploit my regular chess skills. I'm assuming that my opponents are a bit low rated in regular chess than myself. So they might get a worse position from objective chess point of view. And that means that it's possible that I will manage to outplay them in regular chess, and the king to the center will not be such a huge factor in some cases. And if I'm right, then based on not recognizing any of the names or nobody having high ratings so far, I'm going to be one of the favorites to be in the top 5, let's say, at the end of the event. I'm aiming to win the tournament, but I'm trying to be a bit modest about it, because I'm blundering like crazy, as you can see. This is really crazy the way I've been playing so far. This is just like blitz, and I'm a piece down for no reason, so I feel terrible now. So I should concentrate a bit more. Let's have a look. So my hope lies in bringing the king to the center, even though it's not a wise strategy with the queens on the board. Okay, let's see. I really don't want to lose the flame, but I don't really deserve to maintain it the way I'm playing this one. Let's have a look if the stream is working. Okay, seems to work. Do I have any viewers? Yes, not bad. Okay, cool. Let's exchange some queens. Hmm. Not sure how to do it though. Okay, let's exchange first, then go here. So I have a piece down. It's quite a lot. But I think I have a chance with this additional rule to bring my king over. Although I would consider this chance to be quite grim, if it's the right word. Yeah, I really don't know what's going on. The d5 square is quite juicy. If I can use it to win this game, it will be huge for my tournament chances. Okay, king e7, threatening rook takes e5 in some cases. Rook e4 is a smart idea. Okay, so I guess a smart idea for me will be to go d3. My threat is to move the rook up and then king d6 perhaps at some point. I'm very nervous. I don't know why, because the prices are not very high and there's not much on the line, but I've developed some expectations seeing that everyone are rated very low from rating point of view. Okay, now I think a smart move might be rook to d4. But I'm not sure. It's hard to protect this pawn. Let's go here first. Okay, I have an idea, but I'm not sure it's working. d2 looks smart. And now I think it should go rook e2 or king e2. If I don't manage to bring my king to the center within the next 2 or 3 moves, it should be completely lost because his rooks will just cut me away from the center and he will use the extra piece. So I'm counting on some quick tactics to get to the center. But I don't see anything clear. Oh my goodness, this is not good for me. Okay, let's try this one. This one looks tasty. Rook d5. My point being that after rook takes d2, I'll play king d6. And it might work. I guess it won't, but yeah, definitely won't work, but I'll try. Just have to try. Okay, I have to go king d6 now, otherwise I'm doomed. Rook e takes e5. fe followed by king e6. Wow, this is an amazing tactic if it turns out to be good. Let's try it. But he can take rook takes d5. I have to take on e3. No. Okay, let's go king d6. I saw this one coming. My idea was king c5. Now my threat is rook takes d2 followed by king d4 or so. So yeah, 17 seconds. Somehow I don't feel so lost. Seems like I'm very close to winning. These two squares are very juicy. Wow, I'm excited. Winning this game after blundering a piece like crazy in a game of 2 plus 2 is insane. It wouldn't happen in regular chess, but when I normally play. Okay, let's concentrate. This move looks good. I don't, and he lost on time. Yes, I maintain the flame. I'm one of the favorites to be in the top 3. Okay, cool. Okay, 1900. Is he one of the leaders? Not really. I'll go berserk. Not a good idea. Who is Leroy? I'm not even in there. Okay, I'm just playing normal chess. So I get half of my time, but I wonder what's going on with the increment. Do I still get increment? I wish I feels like I don't, by the way the clock is running. So just if I win this game, it will be. I'll try to stop going berserk like crazy. Because playing bullet like this with this additional rule is making me feel a bit nervous. Mm, okay. Knight b4, 97 I like. Okay. So the reason I'm nervous is because I'm playing very fast and it's very easy to forget that the kings can come to the center. At some point I might just play my regular chess and feel like I'm winning, and suddenly he'll bring the king to the center and win easily. So that's why I don't want to have this time pressure. I want to have a relaxed time control. So I'll be able to. Oh, I just blundered again. Oh my goodness. Almost officially blundered. So I don't think I can save this knight. But we'll see. I have only 22 seconds and not such a high prospect of winning. Please let me know in the chat if you can see the small TV next to my name in the homepage of lichess.org. I really don't want to lose the flame by now. I need some more luck. Oh no, this is a shame. Come on, where are my chances? 96. Okay, I'll just try something. He can take with the queen, but he didn't. Okay, just attempt this thing over here and bring my king over and see where it lands me. Okay, knight g6. Cool. Okay, chances 7 seconds, no increment as far as I can tell. King e4, I won. Cool. Okay, first place. And right behind me is Nitsko33, who's an IM friend of mine, international master. Okay, so from now on, I don't mind being next to the top as long as I am somewhere out there, because there are 22 minutes until the end of the event. So I'll just play regular chess with 2 minutes because I had no increment while doing the berserk thing. So I'll just play my regular chess. Should have played d4 early, and yeah, just try my best to maintain the lead. If not the first place, then at least one of the top 3 until the end, and so I can have a chance to go berserk at the end and just snitch the top spot in the event. Okay, so far so good. Exchanging the queens is very risky in this game because the kings suddenly come to the center much faster. Yeah, but I'm glad he didn't do it. He didn't force me to exchange or offer me the exchange of queens. I'm very objective, so I'm trying to play like regular chess. And it can be extremely counterproductive here. It could backfire very badly. Okay, but I have some time. I have a good position by chess standards, and I'll just play some chess. Okay, queen f6 looks reasonable. Bishop f3 is a threat. Again, every time I say something and pretend to know what I'm doing, please remember there is this additional rule and I just ignore it. So when I say I have a threat, I mean that by regular chess standards. And you can try to look at this game from the regular chess point of view and maybe learn something from it. So you can pretend I'm playing regular blitz and that somehow there's a lesson that you can take from it, from the way I think or whatever. Right now, bishop e5 is his big threat. I'm going to lose the c7 pawn. I didn't play very accurately, but at least I'm I'm doing okay for now. So my pieces are active. Threatening queen takes d3. Queen takes b2 is a possibility. Let's see if I have the small TV. I don't know. So let's have a look. Queen e6 is a threat. Let's go e5. Feels good. And then I'll decide which pawn to take. I like grabbing central pawns, but in this case it feels even juicier. You know what? Just take this one. Let's be humble. The point being that after the exchange of queens, my king will be closer. Okay, queen e4, forcing queen g4, and I won't even waste too much time on trying to what's the word? Convert my advantage by chess means. I'll just bring my king to the center. E takes f4 might have been more accurate because now he has f5, but yeah, rook c2, rook f2. Okay, let's go king e7. Rook d1 seems like a reasonable move. And now my point was to play something along this lines. Maybe there are some hidden tactics like rook d4 that I could have played. King d6. Now I'm threatening to always recapture with the king, so we can't do it. e4 is potential threat. Rook d4 is a potential threat to just get my king to d5. I think it's a winning blow if I get to play the next move. King f3 wouldn't help him. Yeah, let's go rook d4. I really hope I'm not missing anything. King d5 is a mate by this game's rules. You can play rook takes d4, but I don't see how he will prevent it on the next move after e takes d4. So I think I managed to win. Nitsko 33 is leading the event, and after I win, I think we will be on par. Okay, return to tournament. Let's see. So we are both with 41 points. I assume he has a game going. So he's a bit ahead of me by clock means he will finish his next game before me. But I'll just play solid chess. 17 minutes to go. If I keep winning, shouldn't complain. I'll do play a bit faster though. It's not the best move by chess means, but okay. Maybe it's okay. I was referring to bishop d6. Okay, let's take on d4. Nah, go h6 first. So now knight takes c6 is almost forced. But he allows knight takes d4, I think. Okay. Wondering something, we'll see. Okay, I really want to see if I have the small TV next to my name. And I see the chat is active, so this is nice. Okay, the chat is active. It means there are some people here. It can't be a bad sign for my aim to get more audience from this, from bringing myself to Lichess and streaming with this TV. Please tell me in the chat. I'll check between the games if I have the small TV on the left, top left, next to my name. If I do, then I'll be quite glad. It will mean that it will bring me new people to see my. It will possibly just expose me to some people who might not have been aware of my channel. Okay, so let's see. Knight h5 is logical. Queen h6, bishop h4 should be fine. I don't see a threat for him. I can just move the king, but this looks winning. Knight h5, queen h6. Yeah, okay. I have enough time, but I have to play fast, not to avoid losing on time here, but to keep winning points quicker, so I can catch up with Nitsko 33, who's the current leader. Yeah, 14 minutes are not a lot for the rest of the tournament, and going berserk isn't very helpful if I lose the flame, and it will only give me one extra point. I just have to play faster. Okay, so losing one game earlier not only cost me something like 4 points but from not winning the game, but also the loss of the flame, something like additional 3 or 4 points. So I'm quite upset about this one loss. But so far I won quite a lot of games, so shouldn't be too greedy. Let's just keep winning. If I can keep winning until the end, I will not be in the last place in the tournament. Okay, what did I just do? I think I misplayed it a little bit. And bishop f4 wasn't the move I intended to play. It was c5 immediately. Now knight a6 is a bit annoying. Yeah. Now I have time for b4, b5. Let's say e3 first. And you don't have time to get away from the pin. Let's go knight h4 as well. No. Okay. b5 is a good idea. But then this guy is hanging. I don't know, geez. So, what to do? Try to get my king over somehow. Okay, take is logical. Now he has the d5 square for his king, so I have to be careful. I feel quite inconfident with the situation. b6 is a threat sometimes. Okay, I'll go g4, try to take control of the central squares. Bishop g2, and bishop takes e4, and then bring over my king. Bring my king over. Maybe it's the correct English. Okay, take. Yeah, my king is very close. He's threatening king there. Going to prevent it. King d3 is logical, followed by knight d6. Let's go king knight d6 immediately. Oh, but e4! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, allowing e4 was such a terrible idea. I should have prevented it. Moving the knight was the worst thing I could do. Okay, rook d4. I can't play anything now. Rook d3 is coming. Just ruined everything in one move. Rook d3 is a huge threat. Okay, I have to try. Oh, f3 gives me hope. Rook d3, fe4. Still hope for me. Oh, I'm so lucky to have this resource. Wow, I feel like I just ruined my chances to win the tournament. Nitzan here is still far ahead, yeah, but I don't feel like it's over. Okay, rook d4. Now b5, cb6, ab6. Okay, let's go here. I really want to maintain this knight's position. Now d5 is a threat maybe, but then rook takes d5. Okay, I have to be extremely careful. I don't know what to play. Want to bring the knight over. Let's bring this guy. Okay, so far he cannot get access to the center with his king. It's very important. Can go e5. Go also something like e5 will force rook f4, but it's not necessarily a good idea. Go rook f1. Oh my goodness, this is scary. He's gonna go with the rook here. let's take it. Oh, knight c4, maybe threat d5. Oh my god, this is really, really scary. I feel lost. I feel like I'm lost. Okay, let's go here. This is so scary right now. Okay, I don't know what to do. Okay, this is here. Oh my goodness, what to do? What? e5 is losing to rook e3. Let's go b4. I don't know what to do. Don't have a move. Oh my god, this is so scary. Knight takes g4 was there. Okay, let's hope for the best. I'm still not completely lost. Still always there is the chance to bring my king over to the center. Okay, so e5 is not the best idea. Knight g4 is though. Okay. d5 is a huge threat. Not sure if he can prevent it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is terrible. I just lost the game. Queen is protecting the square. This is terrible. Oh, I just ruined everything. Okay. Yeah. Very, very well played endgame by my opponent there. Just 10 minutes before the end of the game. Go crazy. Wow. Losing 2 games and twice paying the price with the flame is not a good idea. So winning the tournament isn't very likely at this point. And I'll just try to play some chess with this berserk and hope. There's always a bit of hope. I'm not sure what are the prizes for each place, but if I don't have a chance for the first, then yeah, there's not much sense to aim for second here. I'll just try to get closer quickly and maybe have an exciting finish. Oh, losing like this was very painful. Have to recover mentally before it's too late. I feel like I'm losing the balance a little bit here. It was very painful. Okay, let's go e5. No, can't take. Bishop c8. Yeah, okay. Bishop e8 also makes some sense. So from regular chess point of view, my position is a bit worse to my eyes. But yeah. Oh, I went berserk, I forgot, so I'm not going to have a lot of time to recover. Okay, this guy is just playing solid chess and I don't have time. No increment also. 12 seconds. Let's just go with my king somewhere. Try to exchange everything quickly and bring my king over. I feel terrible about what I did. Just playing regular chess very weakly and ignoring the fact that the kings can come to the center. I'm still in second spot, but so far away from the leaders and from the leader and no flame. He's smartly, very wisely avoiding the exchange. 10 seconds. I really forgot I had 1 minute. I try to pull a magical save somehow. But I don't see it happening this way. The way things are looking now. Sorry. Just very nervous here. I'm just pre-moving because I have no time. Might just lose in one move. Oh my goodness. FE. Scary stuff going on. Okay. Lost position, 0.0 seconds. Going to lose again. Yes. Okay. Okay, 45. 4 minutes until the end. Only 45 points. Yeah, not my best performance. Nitsko 33 is 13 points ahead, going to win the event. And clinch quite convincingly. I have 1 minute once again. I don't see any reason to play without the flame and hope to be second. So second place is my only, my biggest possibility in this tournament. And for the future events, I'll remember just not to go berserk, except for the first 2 rounds maybe. This way I'll have a good chance to maybe win or lose a bit less. It's very difficult to win all the games in general, but also it would be advised to do it while playing really fast, so I can keep getting points. Yeah, I have to collect a lot of points very quickly. Where do I go? Collect a lot of points very quickly to be close to the leaders and to avoid the people who take risks to go to get build a very big, very good distance from me. Yeah, this game isn't going well for me so far. I don't feel confident in my position. Trying to exchange queens, hoping for some miracle at the end. Okay, bringing the king a bit closer. Yeah, only 14 seconds. Okay. The queens is a good idea for me right now. He's so much closer to the center, and he has a lot of time on the clock. Now I think he made a small mistake, but not sure. Oh yeah, he's bringing the king from f6. Okay, I'm lost. Or not. 2 seconds left. Okay, some hope. Theoretical hope. And lost. Okay. 1 minute left to the event. Still second place, but very far away, I think, from the tournament or getting the second place. I think if one of the players is winning now, they're going to cross me. So this strategy of going berserk after losing caused me to, with my bullet skills at the moment, caused me to lose a few games in a row and not get what I hoped for in the by meaning the second place and ensuring it at this point. So my rating isn't very high. I hope to get maybe a 23 or 2400 rating. I don't seem to be getting a new game. Tournament is about to finish. Let's see. This guy Zanbato isn't playing right now. This guy is playing. So if he makes a draw, I think he will cross me. But I think if the tournament will end before he gets a result, it might be in my favor. So we'll see. Let's have a quick look at the final standings, and then I will have another look at the chat. So, okay. Somehow I'm still the second place, despite losing 3 in a row at the last moments of the event. So this is a small consolation. I'll have a quick look at the results here. So Nitsko33 accidentally spilled his name and revealed it earlier in the broadcast, but I hope you will forgive me, Nitsko. So here we can see that he won almost everything in a row at the end there to build a high distance from everyone. And the final draw, I assume, uh, a draw and then another draw and another, no, a draw, a win, and a draw. So it was enough to maintain his 14-point lead. I have no idea what the prizes are. We can have a look later, or someone can mention in the chat if he knows. Um, yeah, as far as I can see, I'm second place. This person, Zanbato, is number 3. We had quite an exciting event going on, and yeah, I have no idea how to reflect on this. I'm very disappointed with my regular chess skills here, and the King of the Hill skills are basically non-existent. And if I still took second place with this terrible performance from my point of view, then maybe if I improve a little bit, I have a potential to be even the leader next time, and maybe even clinch at the end. So have a quick look. Let's see if I am being broadcast on the website. I'll press this button. Yeah, my broadcast here on the left. You probably don't see it with my screen capture. So I am being broadcast on the website. So in the meantime, while we talk, I'll put the top-rated Blitz game for you to enjoy if you don't find what I'm saying too entertaining or useful. And let's have a quick look at the chat. So, and how many viewers we have. In the past, yeah, not bad. Not as bad as I would have thought. So I would have had far more viewers had I as I streamed from the beginning and pressed the right button on my program, and won't have this issue of streaming, not streaming, of recording myself or only to upload it later. But for those of you who are curious and want to see the entirety of this general humiliation uh, of my chess skills, you can look in my channel in 2 or 3 days. So now let's have a few minutes to look at the chat and maybe respond to what people might have asked. You can see the chat window here, I'm assuming. So yeah, so I'll scroll up a bit after reading this. So yeah, Miko Sir, you might be right. I have fewer games. It might be in my favor from terms of how do you call it, tie breaks, and this way maybe it got me this lucky clinch of the second place despite losing everything. Yeah, yeah, I hope so as well, Vincent. I'll try to play more Blitz. So far, I haven't played any Blitz on Lichess, and I'm waiting for a challenge instead of just playing randomly and seeking in the website. So I heard that tomorrow there is the monthly Blitz tournament. Judging by the list of players and ratings I saw, it's not as strong of an opposition as in ICC or even chess.com, but I feel like it might be challenging, especially judging by the way I played in this event. I think my chances for first place are definitely far from obvious. I mean, I assume I have some chance, but it's definitely not as high as I would expect maybe a week ago. So let's see. Yeah, I might do a simul at some point, but again, I don't feel like it's going to improve my own chess for now. And despite this thing seemingly being irrelevant to my improvement, I like to have some fun. And doing a simultaneous exhibition, while it's a nice idea, it's not necessarily the most fun for me, uh, judging from my past experience. So I might do it for the pleasure of my viewers at some point, but not necessarily for as a regular thing in the close future. So yeah, only 13 viewers. Yeah, okay, it's a bit disappointing, but I had about 43 or 44 yesterday, streaming the Hyperbula tournament, but I can hardly complain. I streamed for about 2 hours and a half, and now I'm assuming it's only about an hour and 15 minutes or so. And yeah, I'm not expecting anything. Even if I have one viewer, it's enough for me. I just want to enjoy playing chess, and having a crowd is nice. But I hope it will be beneficial for you guys to watch, and not necessarily for me. So yeah. So if someone is bad in Crazy House, it doesn't necessarily win your bad at chess. I mean, it's a completely different game. Mm, thank you, Russ. Um, yeah, I'll try to produce quality videos. I'm assuming this one will not be one of my, let's say, chosen videos, but it is definitely entertaining for me to create. So I hope I'll improve as the time goes by. So let's see. Uh, yeah. I'll refrain from this last message for now. I'll have a separate video or questions and answers, let's say, stream at some point to address this topic. So, International Master Finns, John Bartholomew, is online. Yeah, he likes Blitz. I like Blitz as well. And by the way, John Bartholomew, I'm sure all of you know him by now, but he's one of the best, if not the best, YouTuber out there, chess YouTuber. And he helped me a lot when starting this channel with answering a lot of my basic questions and being very patient. So I highly urge you to subscribe and enjoy his content, and just check it out. And you can write John Bartholomew on a YouTube search. I'm sure you'll find him. He also posted some videos playing live blitz. I mean, over the board blitz against me, and I find it entertaining to watch. So I'm sure you will as well. So let's have a look at previous messages. I'm sure there are not many with only 14 viewers. So yeah, thank you, the Bramich. However, you are supposed to pronounce it. Thanks. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. This is correct. Okay, Dragul is a very, very good bullet player. I don't remember in what context it might have been said, but I believe you. Trying to go berserk against some players who might be very decent in normal chess was a bad idea. I'll just try to avoid this concept called tilt in the future. If I lose a game, it's a good idea to just recover and maintain my nerves and relax a little bit, and have a quick comeback to avoid loss of confidence and so on. Well, I don't see any questions up here. Yeah, this is good advice. I'll probably stream on Twitch at some point, but I find it a bit of too much work for now. I'll just stick to YouTube and what I know for the close future, and open a Twitch account maybe when I have a bit more exposure and it will make sense for the viewers as well. Mm, let's have a look. So I appreciate everyone who's curious about the Title Tuesday event. I'll just talk about it on a separate stream. And hmm, okay. So I asked earlier if I was featured, and Russ replied that I was. So thank you. Thanks for subscribing, by the way. I appreciate it. I have no idea if I have any benefit from it, but I don't really care. It means something. It feels good that you want to be updated about future videos of mine. Yeah, leeches detect streams on YouTube if you're a verified streamer. I just got verified yesterday, so I'm broadcasting via YouTube, as you all probably know by now. Okay. So I assumed because I started streaming late that then this after show might bring more players than the actual stream. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, the numbers are climbing up very slowly, um, despite the fact that the tournament is over. Okay, so yeah, so Infinite Flash Chess. You asked me if I coach. So generally speaking, I do not coach. I'm a professional chess player. While I'm not as good as some professional chess players, whose names I'm sure you've heard, like Carlsen and Karyakin and Giri and Caruana and all these guys at the top, Kramnik and so on. Um, I'm still trying to use most of my efforts and time and energy to improve my chess skills. I climb very slowly, but I feel like I'm improving, and try to stick to this strategy. I don't earn a lot of money from playing chess as a player, but for now I feel fine about it. And usually people who coach are either really good at coaching and love it. I love coaching in principle, but I feel like it will affect my chess badly at some point. So it has the potential of doing so, judging by past cases I've witnessed. And I prefer not to teach anyone as for now. Um, but will it not be necessarily relevant for viewers here? Maybe in retrospect, someone will see this video and laugh, or get a small smile. It will bring a small smile on his face what I'm about to say. But I'm intending to coach players above 2500 level and focus on openings. And usually, if I will coach players like this, I will not brag about them. I'll just it will probably be discreet. So even if I do accept students at some point, I might even have a student or two at the moment. I will not disclose their identity, and I prefer to just maintain any chess related work I do, except for these chess variants and bullet and so on, to be something that improves my own skills. So back to your question, I do not coach per se. So yeah, video is good. Thank you, Vincent. Hmm. Yeah, Infinite Flash Chess. It's King of the Hill, and I managed to win with the piece down. I'm sure I was also objectively lost in this in that particular game. Hmm. Okay. So there's no more increment after Berserk, and the fact that I did it and my opponents had 2+2 was something that wasn't a very wise risk if my opponents were decent chess players, but meaning above 2000 level. I'm sure people below 2000 can be decent as well, but people here were able to play and beat me when I have less than a minute, um, probably quite easily with 2+2. Was a bad sign of my decision making process, let's say. My judgment was not ideal. Okay, so this first message, I don't know why it's here. I didn't write it now. I just wrote it in the previous stream and it somehow sneaked to the top of the screen. All right. Any new messages? So where did I end? Okay, so I think, yeah, more or less here I stopped earlier. So what do you think of e4, c5, b3? Russ, I have no idea honestly what's going on there as far as theory goes. I studied one sideline there for black, or maybe two. I don't even remember. I have to look at my files. Black should be fine. White shouldn't be worse. And all I can say is that it's probably a decent attempt, but nothing very challenging by terms of the top level. So you can play it as white, but you shouldn't be afraid of it as black. And normally speaking, I advocate playing the main lines with both colors and trying to be objective and get a sound position. So normally speaking, I would advocate. I advise you viewers to go to the main line. So if we speak of the first moves in the Sicilian, e4, c5, knight f3, on the second move, and then either bishop b5 related strategy or a d4 related concept. I personally prefer the open Sicilians with d4 since they're more dynamic. And as I like to say, my name is Tal, so I try to get an interesting position with attacking prospects and unbalanced game so that there is a maximum chance for both players to win. And I like minimizing the drawing margin. So back to the chat. I'm challenging you. Thank you, Vincent, but I'm not intending to play anymore. I have to get up early tomorrow, and it's after midnight in Israel. So this is as far as I could afford to play. Hmm. What is the point of 17 rook g7 in the knight of bishop g5? I know what position you're referring to, but I can't really address this question right now. Maybe you can ask it if I have a stream or a game. This position is white, and then I can reply in the comments or during the stream. But generally speaking, the point is that sometimes you give away material, but you get something else in return in terms of time or quality, like Kasparov says. Um, if you put the rook on g7, your position is increasing in its quality, and it's a bit difficult to explain farther now. But you're willing to separate from some material, and you the quality is more than compensating for it, and this is why it's been working for white players. So I hope it helps, and I hope people who don't are not aware of this position might have learned something as well. So okay, so I don't take challenges for now because it's late, as I mentioned. So I'm not waiting for a game. I finished the tournament. I don't know if I even won a prize, but they said they had $300 of prize pool. I'll have a look later. What's going on? Uh, yeah. So I'll end the stream soon enough after reading your messages here. Well, I accept the challenge, but I'll do it maybe as one of the celebrations to my people call it subscriber special. And if I'll celebrate hitting a milestone, I'll use such creative challenges. Feel free to write this one in the comments so that I don't forget, and also mention it in the future or come up with other creative ideas. I'd love to do anything chess related that I find challenging. Okay, so let's have a look. Did I answer your question, Russ? No, I didn't. I don't remember what question it was, but I trust Michael here to judge the situation correctly. Yeah, also Arno. So I didn't. Yeah. So Russ, what is your question? What do I think is the average rating of my viewers here? Arno. Yeah, I don't know. I have no clue, and I can't control the who views, who will observe my streams. So I don't think I have anything any reliable way to guess except pure luck, let's say. So I will assume somewhere between 1200 and 2000. But anything closer than this. Ah, so I answered the e4 c5 b3 question. Yeah, so you can, if you didn't hear my reply, you can look at the video later. I'm sure you can also go back right now as we stream. I think I allowed it in my settings. So yeah, yeah, answered this question. So if anyone wants to mention his rating, I'll be more than glad to see FIDE rating or Blitz rating on some website. I'm quite curious what might be the average level here. If I had to guess, I would say somewhere around 1600 or less. I'm sure some people are higher, but the average is normally very small if some people are 1300 or 1200. Um, okay, 2150, 2000. Good sign. By the way, from my streaming, from my let's say videos point of view, the way I create them, the content, I'm aiming to create a content that will be relevant even for international masters and grandmasters. I'm not trying to lower the level on purpose just so that people who just learn the rules will be able to understand. But I am trying to be instructive in a way that even if someone doesn't understand and every uh, single point I make, they will still get something from watching my streams. So I've heard a few international masters and grandmasters telling me that they watched my videos and learned something and found it entertaining. And I feel very complimented. I didn't really believe it would be so realistic. I thought I have to improve by a lot, but it seems like some of them have been um, finding my content useful. So I believe there's no reason why people with 2100 won't find it at least a bit useful or entertaining. I don't know. So yeah, back to the next question. Let's see. So you see 2297. Nice, nice Coca Fanta. Yeah, I'm very glad. I'm aiming for the highest levels possible. I would love to have many strong players watching my streams. And don't be sad that you're 1750, Arno. You can improve. And I think even 1400 can be a decent level depending on how much you've been playing chess. And if your rating is lower, then you're even luckier to have found my stream because I believe it might help you improve faster. So I'm not running an educational channel per se, but I do try to grant you a window to observe how I think and how I play and things I enjoy doing in my routine as a chess player. And I'm sure that at least if you don't learn a lot, which I highly doubt, but if someone doesn't learn a lot, then at least my love for the game and my inspiration can be you can get infected with it and can be uh, just something that you'll also receive from watching me. And yeah, so let's have a look at a few more messages and then call it a night, or call it a day, as they say. So here, well, let's reply to you, El Caballo de Repeto. So I'm sure everyone can read the question or the message. So I really like the idea of climbing the rating ladder. I don't normally do it very often myself. So when I feel passionate about solving tactics, maybe sometime in the future, then I'll definitely do such a video. I watched some of Finn's videos on the topic, and I find them instructive. I urge everyone to watch it if you want to improve your chess. But I'm not intending to do it the same way he does. I'll just explain things the way it comes to my mind. Want to hear things the way Finns does them, you can watch his channel, which is very advisable. So if you happen to watch my channel, I want to give another angle on the same art form of improving the chess skills in this in this modern age of internet and computers. So let's see. And thanks, by the way, for saying that my videos are nice. Yeah, I appreciate it. It's far from obvious. I'm not trying to make them nice. I'm just doing my own thing, what I enjoy. So if anybody finds it enjoying for themselves, I mean, if you find it either instructive or entertaining, I will be flattered. No matter how big I will become or how strong I will consider myself as a chess player, which is, by the way, not that strong. So by top players standard. So what is better, playing Botvinnik Semislav or going for the Moscow? I'm assuming you're asking from Black's point of view, Johnson Earl, and I've never played either of them with either colors, so I have some rumors or some things I heard or some general intuition on the topic, but it's not an expert opinion. Um, yeah, I know that both of them are considered to be reliable from theoretical point of view and being played in correspondence chess, which is the final say these days as to what is valid and what should be out of fashion. So playing a certain variation, I don't have preference, but I would advocate learning the Moscow anti-Moscow for people who want to save time because it's much less theory and it could be a bit less forcing. So this is less time consuming. But the Botvinnik is definitely awesome, and I want to play both of these lines of the Slav defense one day, just because of my first name and the reason that it's extremely fun and dynamic. So yeah, I hope I addressed your question properly. Um, yeah. So thank you, Russ. I hope I will also learn from playing it because it seems like I have a lot to improve as well. Um, should play from some Bullet in the future. I played Bullet yesterday and streamed it. I'm not a big fan of Bullet in general. I find it very fun, but I don't. I am not too talented on this topic, and I don't find it very useful for my improvement, which is my top priority these days. So I will play Bullet sometimes when there is an interesting tournament on leeches or on other sites. But generally speaking, Blitz will be the main emphasis on my channel, and of course other content depending on what I feel like recording this day on a particular day. So So what do you think is the difference between 2200 level player and 24 to 2500? Well, it's very individual. I've seen 2200 players who have amazing chess understanding or an amazing theoretical theoretical knowledge and so on from opening's point of view. And I've seen like a wide range of players and what I can say is that 2200 players normally have all the basic skills that required to be good in chess, but they have some weaknesses, and it's I can't define the general weakness for all of them. Everyone has his own weaknesses and his own pros and cons, but what I can say on the topic is that normally speaking, in every rating, the difference is. In the amount of mistakes that you make. So, and I guess around 2600 or 2650 level, the players become quite universal. There are some exceptions of players who are extremely good in one aspect of the game, like let's say openings and tactics, and a bit less impressive in end games, usually young players. But normally speaking, they are quite universal above 2600 and again it's the difference between them and the higher guys or the lower guys is the amount of mistakes and yeah, some players with 2500 have big weaknesses or one big weakness and I would say there are two things: the amount of the importance of the weakness can be different. And another thing that's very important is the level of awareness. So if you're self-aware of your weaknesses, despite having a relatively big problem with your chess skills, with your character, then if you're aware of it, you have a good chance of avoiding entering this trouble or trap, I would say. So if you can avoid it, then it will work in your favor. So I said two things: having this lesser weaknesses, I would call it, or smaller problems with your chess skills or character, and level of awareness. I hope this helps. Can we know your opening repertoire or the things you like to play? Yes, definitely. For some reason, many players, probably rightly so, decide to hide their opening repertoires and keep it a secret. I also prefer not to share everything in general. I have some novelties that I studied and stuff that I prefer to keep for professional games. But in general, I'm not hiding anything in my channel. Like when I'm playing, I'm trying to always play my regular openings in Blitz. And even if I have interesting novelties, I'm very often revealing them. So you can find probably in my Blitz videos everything you need to know about my repertoire, and maybe I'll explain it at some point, but I won't do it under this channel. Mm, let's call it under this format. I will probably do it in some DVD program for some one of the big sites or a lesson. I don't know exactly, but I count on teaching my openings to the mass one day, and I would like to be rewarded for it because I think there is a lot of value in it for people who will take it seriously. So don't expect it to happen in the next few months, though. Probably I'll have to become a little bit bigger before it happens. So, but in general, I mention what openings I play in the videos. Okay, so let's answer these last two messages and finish it for today. So, mm, do you think nowadays it's much more important to study openings, even for lower rated players below FM level, because of how easy it is to acquire knowledge from the databases? Yeah, I do think openings are very important. I'm not an expert on teaching lower levels, but I have worked with low level players a few times, and I have my own approach about it. Um, some people say openings are irrelevant until you're 2200 or 2400 and you have to work on other things. Some people say that you have to work on openings on any level. I don't want to say something straightforward right now, but generally speaking, I'm leaning towards being having a healthy and sound opening repertoire and knowing at least the basics on any level, and uh, and of course, learning the openings shouldn't be harmful, but definitely it's important to learn other things as well in lower levels, and I think it's very important to play a lot in any level. So playing, especially over the board games, but blitz and rapid games on the internet are also quite useful if you take it seriously and analyze the games afterwards. Okay, let's see. Last question for today. So, are you currently in university? So, currently I'm not in university. I don't have any plans to go to study a particular subject in the close future. Um, I love chess a lot. I mean, chess has been my favorite thing for a long time. I mean, since I was at least 12, let's say. And it never changed. My passion for the game only increased with time. And I feel very happy to be able to afford to play chess, and despite not making a lot of money, to at least finish the month, let's call it this way, and and just be able to maintain my happiness and my improvement. So yeah, uh, yeah, everyone are still saying bye, but okay, I'll keep talking a bit more. So I prefer. I don't want to commit to what I'm saying right now. I might change my mind, but as I feel now, I'm intending to stick to chess and chess related areas at least in the next 5 years, if not 10 years, or I will even dare say for the rest of my life. And I don't see any reason why not to do it because I love chess. I think I'm at least a little bit talented at it, and and even if I'm not the most talented player in the world, I'm still one of the people who love it the most, from judging from the encounters I had in real life. I'm not aware of many people who have such passion for the game as much as I do, and I would be glad to be proven wrong. But from people I've met personally, I didn't really find anyone so far. So sticking to chess is definitely my plan. I'll try to improve my rating, my feed rating, I mean. Uh, Maybe increase the amount of exposure I get on this channel, and maybe at some point find chess related issues to make a living, since playing is definitely not the most attractive way to earn money these days from chess. So it could be coaching, and it could be um, something public like commentating on games and so on. But for the close future, I don't see myself coaching, despite people being very happy in the past, and mentioning that I might be talented at it. I do love it a lot, but as mentioned before, I prefer to avoid it for now for good reasons. So yeah, so I appreciate all the guys who still participate in the chat and still watching the stream. And yeah, as mentioned, I have to get up early tomorrow, so I'd like to thank you all very, very much. I don't care if the number of the viewers is 1 or 1 million. It's more or less the same from how I feel right now. I I don't take it to as something offensive if less people are watching, and I don't want to be proud if too many people are watching. It doesn't mean necessarily that I'm the best. So I like the fact that there is a crowd that wants to observe me demonstrating my skills and my passion for something, and I feel very fortunate to be able to do so, and maybe giving something back to to all the people out there, because I feel very fortunate to discover chess at an early age and so on and improve. So I really feel grateful every time I see people watching and participating, and yeah. So that being said, so I'll just summarize everything for now. Mm, and thanks everyone for the compliments in the chat. We'll do some collabs. So yeah, cool. So yeah, I'll do whatever I can for to have some collabs with other chess YouTubers and internet personalities. And I hope you learned something from this stream. And if you want to learn some more, and or at least be a little bit entertained from my what I am creating here, then feel free to watch my future videos. So thank you very much.